better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. I said you better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. You better run. I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that.
So here we are, jumping fin. Got way ahead out through the bar. Doesn't look too bad at the moment, but I'll guarantee you it'll be rolling as we start to get into the more open water. Certainly the calmest I've seen it in a long time, but yeah, never underestimate it. Catch you out when you least expect it. As you can see here at the moment, the rollers are there, so we'll get out into these. There's going to be some high peaks, low peaks, and it'll be a bit up and down, so let's just roll with this and we'll see where we go. So this particular bar, we generally try and stay over more towards the left hand side. If you've never done it before, that's the way to go. You stay too far over to the right, sandbanks are there, it chops up a bit more because it's shallower. So get yourself over to the left hand side and take your time. Okay, if it's too much for you, woo! There we go, see what I mean? Looks nice and choppy, but as it's coming in, it's getting gnarly. So I'm just taking my time, no hurry. So it'll smooth out when we get further out, which is pretty good. So, woo! Hey! Yeah, so I'm going to pick up a few big ones here and there. But like I say, just take your time. Here's one here. I'm not flying off that one. I'm not a wave jumper, so I'm taking my time. Get my camera right before I continue. And as you start to get further out, the volume of water is obviously getting bigger because you're heading into the open water. It will calm down a little, but there's more volume in the waves. It tends to roll a bit more. You can kind of roll over it rather than come off the back end like earlier. But as you can see, now we're getting a bit further out. It's starting to smooth out a little, and it'll continue more as we get further out. And when it does, we're heading south, so when it does smooth out, we tend to kind of head towards that kind of southeasterly direction. Like a 45 45-degree angle kind of cut over, but never, don't do it too soon. Do it too soon, you get caught out near the beach, or near the bar where the sand is. So going to head south to Surfers, and we're going through the spit, and we'll come to that one later on. So, surprisingly. So there you go. Good evening everybody, Bruce Foster, Chewing the Fat, welcome to the show. The reason I decided to put this video up was I thought it was quite pertinent given some riders went out at the weekend and unfortunately they didn't come into strife, which never happened, but they did come off. I did notice some were going a little bit too fast over them, which is why they kind of just fell off the back of it. Never really had a great deal of control. Hey, listen, I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to, I'm just trying to advise and help. There's plenty of other experienced riders that can do the same thing. But take your time rolling over these waves. That was relatively calm, that video there, and compared to the conditions which the group at the weekend went out in. It was quite a little bit more wavy. There was a lot more chop to it, a bigger drop off on the back of it. But again, if you take your time, then you should be good. So yeah, no point in hammering it. Just take your time. You want to get through it in one piece. And the jumping pin is notorious for being, in fact, it's probably one of the worst or most hazardous bars in Australia. Probably the only other one that's up there with it is down at the border at Tweeds. That's quite a notorious one as well, and there's probably a couple of other ones, but that certainly can be a choppy one and a tricky one at the jumping pin. I always, when I ride out of it, I always stick to the left-hand side because the sandbars come out. They can come out quite far sometimes, depending on how the water's been washing. And yeah, so I thought it was helpful to anyone that's maybe never been through the bar before. So, like I say, take your time, hold on tight, because it'll be a bit of a ride no matter what. I've never been through there when it's been really smooth. Always been some form of rollers. There's a lot of water that comes through there, and it comes into the shallow beaches or the opening. So take your time. All right. Good evening, Ian. Thanks for tuning in. Claudia, Janine, good evening. And we're going to get started. I'm flying solo tonight. I don't have a guest on. I'll have a guest next week. I've already got someone lined up for that. So tonight we're really just kind of going to go through a bit of a roundup. And for those of you that weren't aware, they did have the QPWC Round 2 Winter Series at the weekend at Atkinson's Dam. And I'm going to share a bit from that as well. I've got, I want to share some pictures, highlight the event a little bit. And we do, Ian, we certainly do. We'll get a ride organised soon. I was hoping to get out Friday, but I've got to go into work. So that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, definitely, Ian, we'll get a ride. So as I was saying, I want to highlight a little bit of the QPWC race at the weekend. Pictures, I've got some video, a nice video at the end. Admittedly, it is unedited. I've not really had a chance to sit down and do any kind of proper edits on any videos or even the pictures that I took. All I did with the pictures was I took out all the crap ones, and there were a few, and kept the best ones. So I'll go through some of them. I'm not going to go through all of them because there are quite a few, but I'm sure some of you have already looked at them. Guys, remember, if you're going to share them or if you want to use them, by all means, help yourself. All I ask is that you can give Jetski Republic a credit, and we'll be good. All right, thank you very much. All right, so let's flick over to our little roundup, and hopefully I've got the right screen up. I do. Now, I always like to go over the Tasman to our friends over in New Zealand. They are quiet at the moment. They do have right, okay, what's happened there? Oh, look, there's someone like me. Oh, right, okay, hang on, let me get that back. Never even touched anything there. Alright, so, Jetski Racing New Zealand, they do have some events coming up in their own Winter Aqua Series. They're introducing international standard tracks, which I believe is a first for them. Good evening, Jeff. You've been a stranger. I haven't heard from you in a while. So, yeah, 27th of July, August 31st, September 28th. They've got their 3 Winter Aqua X Series races. So, please go there, and if you're planning on racing, get yourself hooked up quick. Contact them and see what they can do to help you out. So they want and would like to encourage riders to come over from Australia. So give it a go. It'll be cold. That's for sure. Certainly cold. So New Zealand. Let's just have a quick look there. Right. Okay. I'm going to head over. I'm going to head over to the WJSC site. So that's Jetski Racing New Zealand, and let's have a look at what Wellington have got going. They have some dates going up. There we go. There's their one. Let's hopefully this will open up. Yep, there we go. All right. So they've got a social ride, June 7th, July 12th. They've got their first round enduro. They've got a social ride on the 2nd of August. They've got their second round enduro on August 30th, and another social ride on September the 27th. I love that mix. I love that little mix that they've got there, where it's a mix of social riding as well as some competitive enduros as well. So, Dave Venel. Dave Venel is he runs with others the Jetski Racing New Zealand page, and indicating there that there's going to be some prize money up for grabs, which will be announced. So that's really, really good. Jeff, thanks for that, mate. So yeah, things are happening down in New Zealand, so that's good to see. A few things happening. It'd be great to get down there. And now there was also one other ride as well that I can't. Let me just look it up. Let me just check this one. I think this one's primarily off the it's based on Instagram, but Rachel O'Grady shared it on behalf of Greg Ward. Now Greg we've had on the show before, so let me just look that up, and we'll dig into that one. Let's just see what she put up. There it is there. Alright, so there's the post pinned to the top of Rachel's Living in the Moment photography and video page. So there's men's mental health, raising funds and awareness for men's mental health. It's August the 23rd. I was really, really hoping to get to this, and I'd already arranged it, but something in the back of my head was saying, hang on a minute, I'm sure there's something on that weekend. And there is. The Queensland State Titles. So unfortunately I'm not going to make it. I believe Dave Venel's going, and he's going to be down there. I don't know if there's a few of the others will be there as well, but I wish Greg all the best, and anyone who takes part in that event. Please, 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 if you're in New Zealand, please support them and support men's mental health. So please give that a go. It'd be really, really good. I'd love to. I can't wait to see the end result from that trip, because I know Greg likes to do his own little videos, so that'll be cracking. All right, so that's Living in the Moment and Greg Ward. Pop over to the Instagram page for that event in Greg's page. Wake. Oh, I can't remember the page. I can't remember his page, but I've shared it before, so have a look at it. I think it's actually on here, actually. I think. Yeah, there you go. Living in Wake. All right, is Greg's Instagram page. So go check it out. Drop my message through Instagram. Dave, I wish you could. I would have loved to have come over for that one. Anyway, that's that down in New Zealand. AGSBA obviously got their AGM coming up on the 1st of July. It will be a Zoom call. Now, all the positions on that committee are up for grabs, and all the nominations to be emailed to the secretary at agsba.org.au by Friday the 20th of June at 5 p.m. and then they will be, all the nominations will be posted online. Okay, now in order to vote you need to be a fully paid AGSBA race license member as of the 1st of June. Okay, so if you want to vote and be a part or take part in that, then, or get involved with that I should say, then you'll need to be a fully paid up licensed member. Okay, so that's AGSBA. I'm going to leave the QPWC stuff to the end because obviously we've got a few things that I'd like to go through there. I'm just going to jump to the recreation stuff at the moment. This is the Jetski Riders Gold Coast in Brisbane. There's not a lot of rides on there at the moment. Plenty of skis for sale and trailers if that's what you're looking for. All kinds, primarily a lot of Sea-Doos. And yeah, somebody posted even a houseboat. I don't know how that got there. I thought that was removed, but never mind. But anyway, yeah, so go on there, check out some of the stuff on the Jetski Riders Gold Coast in Brisbane. A lot of people posting there all their stuff, videos and pictures and stuff like that as well. So if you're looking for some inspiration, one of the sites to go to. Let's go Jetski Adventurers. Now, just a quick shout out to the big kahuna back in the saddle, Carol. Good to see you back out on the water again after your wrist injury. Fantastic job at the weekend, and you handled it really, really well. So congratulations to you, mate. And I just tuned in actually. Good evening, Carl. Good evening, Daz. How are we? Adrian, good evening. Yeah, so good to see him back out on the water, and hopefully he'll be out doing some organised rec rides soon. Guys, another site to check out, another page to check out and get some inspiration. So they're always doing some nice rides. So there you go, that's Jetski Adventurers. Let's go Jetski Family. They didn't get that much going on at the moment. They had a night ride on Friday, but I'm not entirely sure how it went. But I think that's some of a little bit of footage there. You can see from Alan Skinner. Looks beautiful. I hope you guys can see that. Yep. Yeah, it looks gorgeous out there. Got a good night for it, so that's good. Be a bit cold though. Oh wow, that's nice. So there you go. Night rides happen as well. Good evening, Taylor. Good. Congratulations on the weekend. Yeah, so that's Jetski Family. A couple of things on their page which came to my attention. Sherry Bell, who asked a question, is $1,000 normal for insurance on a ski? Unfortunately, in this day and age, with your $30,000 plus jet skis, it seems to be the case. If you want to take out insurance, that's what you're paying. But in saying that, people are going with a company at Bendigo Bank. I have looked at them myself, and they didn't really check your small print, because I was pretty sure when I looked at it 2 years ago there were stipulations in it which didn't quite fit with what I would need, so I couldn't take it, and I can't remember off the top of my head what that was. But just check your small print. It's like any insurance. Make sure you've got the coverage you need, because all the small details, like even down to your trailer being insured. Someone made a comment about, oh, my trailer's insured, my boat and my trailer, my ski and my trailer will be insured by, you know, if anything happens while I'm driving to the ramp, it'll be covered by my car insurance. I don't believe that to be the case, but if you're willing to run that risk, good luck to you. You'll probably need it and hope nothing bad happens to you. I know some people do ride skis without any insurance, and again, that's your prerogative and your choice, but just reminder of the consequences if something should happen. Okay, all right, so that's that. Shop around for insurance. We did a section on the show before where we talked about insurance. There are a number of people who do it, and just shop around is the best advice I can give you. Following on from last week, when we talked about the rules around in Wales and dolphins in Queensland, guys, you'll find this on the Maritime Queensland page. So, you know, it's pretty clear cut. At the end of the day, we know that things appear out of nowhere, unless you can see it through the water, which we don't always do, especially at this time of year, especially when the sun can be low. Dolphins and whales will appear out of nowhere and scare the bejesus out of you sometimes, because you don't even know they're there. So bear that in mind. Don't approach from the rear if you've seen them. Don't approach from the front. If you're caught up in amongst them, move away gently at 6 knots, no wake, okay, and just do the best you can to get away, okay. It's not really like you might catch pictures on on your cameras or whatever, but don't stop deliberately to take them. Please move away. Some of the whale watching boats will actually report you. It has happened in the past with some riders being reported because they've got too close. That's just what they do. Yeah, so just some information, just a little heads up for you, FYI. All right, so just take it easy, move away gently. So that's that. What else was there? Winter wear. This one comes up all the time. The winter clothing comes up quite a lot. Now I'm highlighting this off of the Jetski family page. It's asked on a lot of different pages, like Carl's group at Jetski Adventurers. It gets asked there. The Jetski Riders Gold Coast in Brisbane, it gets asked there as well. Best gear for the winter. Mixed opinions from a variety of different people. Some people will swear by the shark skin stuff. I've never used it myself. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Can be a bit pricey, but at the end of the day, if it does its job, then you can't really complain about it. Jet Tech have got a jacket out that's apparently meant to be quite a good one as well. I know Carol's got that one, but I think, to be honest, I think a lot of people are using the Jet Pilot tour coats. I think a lot of people are using them. I've seen a lot of people using them. So it's a good jacket. It's a cozy jacket. It can be heavy when it gets wet, but then all the jackets tend to be a bit like that as well. Now, words of advice here: when you're wearing jackets, you are allowed to wear them over the top of your PFD jackets. So it's not mandated that you have to wear it underneath. You can wear it over the top. Now, the logic behind it is, and I wasn't aware of this either, but I wasn't aware of it until a while back, and it was pointed out to me that, have you ever tried swimming with your PFD on and your tour coat jacket underneath? Because the tour coat jacket, or any of the jackets, get wet at the weekend. They do get wet and they do get heavy. And if you're trying to swim back to your ski, it's a laborious task and a tiring task, especially if your ski is rolling away or floating away from you. And you don't have any help. So the last thing you're wanting to do is take your PFD off, to take off your jacket, and then put your PFD back on, especially when you're tired. So the logic is, if it's over the top of your PFD, you can just unzip the jacket and either pull it behind you or just let it float, and then collect it once you're back on your ski. So that's the logic behind it. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. A lot of people prefer to wear them on the outside. I do as well, and yeah, and I know a lot of other people do as well. So, good evening, Mike. How's your trip to China? Hope it was nice. Right, Carol's saying I was wearing a follow neoprene beanie on the weekend. It was brilliant. Kept my head and my ears warm in the freezing morning. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's another thing. Grab yourself a neoprene beanie or just a lightweight beanie. I've actually found the neck garters, sorry, that you wear obviously around your neck. I've actually got one, which is a kind of long one, and I've actually tied a knot in it, and I just put that on the top of my head, and I wear that, and then I've got my other neck garter around my neck, and that kind of keeps me pretty cozy. It keeps the wind chill off the ears, so it's actually really nice, and there's no chance of it coming off in the wind as well. So that's really handy and convenient as well. So just some little things. Nice pair of decent gloves that are going to keep you warm even when the gloves get wet as well. So Jet Pilot do a winter series glove. So I think it's a winter weather gloves, which I've got as well, and I find them really good. So go check out what Jet Pilot have on their page. Have a look at, again, shop around. Jet Pilot's got some stuff. Jet Tech's got some stuff. Follow products are actually they're under that kind of same umbrella as Jet Pilot. So check them out as well. If you're going overseas to look at some, to try and find some stuff, Jet Tribe as well. But I think for the market here, you're probably best looking at homegrown brands, Jet Pilot, Jet Tech, Shark Skin, and yeah, so go check them out online. Okay, now here we go. Let's get to the nitty gritty stuff. Alright, so there's been a few things happening over the past week at the QPWC. They obviously had round 2, and they got the results up for that as well. So let's just scroll through that, and let's make that a little bit bigger. Hold on a second, and I'll get this sorted out. Alright, there we go. Boom. Right. Hope this works. Alright, yeah, here we go. Now, a few things coming up. Let's start here. Oh, good God. Don't need that actually. I'll just leave it as it is. Alright, so guys, here we are. We've got a couple of announcements that have been that are coming out, or one announcement that's coming out. We've got one announcement which is out at the moment. It's QPWC. This here is just a heads up and an FYI for everyone that wants to make plans for the state championship or state titles up at Somerset Dam. 23rd, 24th of August weekend. Okay, there are 2 campsites up there if that's what you're looking at, or Airbnb it if that's your thing. The NRMA campsite, which is on the northern end of the Somerset Dam, and then there's also one on the northern end, on the other side of the dam, down at the southern end of the dam itself. So both are good sites. The NRMA one, if you're planning to book that, the facilities are a lot better there. But if you're wanting to book there, get in quick, because it does book up quick, and it's busy pretty much every weekend. So I would suggest, if you're planning the state titles, and I would encourage every racer and person who's thinking about racing to enter the competition when they're open. Okay, so I was speaking to a couple of the guys at the weekend, beginners, and they didn't even realise the state titles were coming up. So I mentioned it to them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll be up for that." So, like I say, there's classes there for everyone. when it opens up, you'll see what I mean. There are, naturally aspirated, there's runabout stock, pro, amateurs, all that kind of stuff. Rec lights, naturally women, and beginners class as well. So please consider entering. What I would suggest is you take a look at round 3 in 3 weeks' time to give yourselves a bit of a warm up so that you are prepared for what's coming in the state titles. The format of the state titles is similar to our the QPWC 1-day events. It's 3 races per 3 motos per day. All right. So over the course of that weekend, you will get 6 races to determine your position in the state as a state champion or runner-up. Okay. So yeah, Ian, I stayed at the NRMA last year with for the state championships, and I just stayed in my swag, and even at that, it was still a nice place to stay. So I liked it. Facilities were nice for showers and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a place to go. All right, so that's that. I'll come to the round 2 results in a moment. Guys, if you've never looked at the QPWC page, go and have a look. There's plenty of stuff on it. There's plenty of information. I want to highlight this one as well. This is the Cameron Martin Memorial Enduro event. It's a yearly event. It is quite a popular one amongst the race community. Ian Brown, you're a stinky boy. Okay, we don't shower. You must go for a swim in the lake. But anyway, yeah, so 27th of July is the Cameron Martin Memorial event. Cameron used to race years ago. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. And he was an avid jet skier, racer, especially at the Enduros. Had raced around the world and he's helped out many people. He's helped many people with ski problems in the past, and he's always been there to help people. Never want to shy away from helping someone. So the event was set up in his memory by his family, who approached the QPWC, and we're running it again this year. So 27th of July, Somerset Dam. Again, it is 3 races, 3 motos, 30 minutes plus a lap for each one, and it's just get on that ski and ride and see who's the fittest, see who's got the most reliable ski. That's what it all comes down to. So throttle down and see how long you can last. So it's definitely a worthwhile event. If you don't fancy racing it, come up and watch it. Support the family, support the event. There will be t-shirts available to buy for this as well. So again, check the website, the qpwc.org.au, and go into, like you're buying a ticket or an entry. There are actually will actually be t-shirts available to buy. In fact, I've got access to, I'm actually keeping the page for them, their website. So what I'll probably do is I'll see if we can add the t-shirt itself into the shop, because going through the ticket route can be a bit problematic because you generally need a membership for the club. But if you were able to just buy it from the shop, then that would make life a lot better. So we'll do it that way instead. Okay, so I'll get it uploaded onto the shop, and you can buy a memorial t-shirt from there itself. So if you could buy one, that would be fantastic. So all right, that's the QPWC. Round 3 is coming up in 3 weeks' time. Atkinson's Dam, again, like I say, it is the last competition before we enter the Cameron Martins and the Cameron Martin Enduro, and obviously the state titles as well. So it's a bit of a tune-up if you fancy it. Get in there. There's a little bit of action from the weekend. Hopefully you can see that. Yep. Ian, you should be racing, mate, if you're maxing 99k's on the lake. You could be racing. Get in the beginners. Go on and get yourself in the beginners. Okay, so that's that one. QPWC are obviously on a bit of a recruit at the moment, trying to get more riders involved, be it ladies, naturally aspirated amateurs. You know, if you're an experienced ex-rider, racer, and you fancy getting back into it, please come down. Come and get in contact with Jamie. Drop us a message at the Facebook page, and we'll take care of you and make sure you're all prepped and ready to go. So especially beginners and ladies, more ladies, especially the ladies. We would love to have more ladies. If you own a Spark, get yourself into the Rec Light class as well. Okay, if you're experienced or inexperienced, get in touch and we'll find a class that suits you. Okay, right, let's go to the results. I know Janine knows what they are, and Ange knows what they are. So let's just put this up, and I'll move the page a little bit. There we go. All right, now, okay, round 2, guys. This was a fantastic. It looked really good. The 7 skis on the line, ready to go, and off they went, and it was fantastic to see that many new people racing. It was, I think, like I say, if how good could this be if there was more in it? It would be quite something else to see such a big class of beginners in the race. At the moment, Jai Hunter, he took out all 3 motos at the weekend. He's riding Bailey's old ski, and it certainly showed. He took out the 3 wins there. Max Buckley took out 2nd. Troy Cousins took out 3rd. Ryan what would I say? Conti. Oh, I'm terrible. Kontinsky. I don't know. I hope I've got that right. He took out 4th. Zayed Ali 5th. Anthony Worth 6th. Kyle Brennan on his first event took out 7th. So well done, Kyle. I thought you did really well, given it was your first race experience. So well done. The trajectory is only up for you, as with everyone else. It's starting out. Once you get more races under your belt, then fantastic. So Jai's leading. He's got the wins on the weekend there for race 2. I'll go through. I've got a little surprise. I've got an overall classifications at the moment as well, but we'll come to that one shortly. Ladies, sponsored by Sherry Bell, Psychology, Janine Jackman 1st, Alana Moore 2nd, Angelique Shiri took out 3rd. Again, we need more women in that one. It'd be a fantastic class if we can get more women. I know Mel was meant to be in it, but she's unfortunately injured, so she couldn't race, unfortunately, at the weekend. But ladies, let's see what you're made of, ladies. I know there are plenty of you that like a bit of speed and like to challenge yourselves. Let's not let all the men dominate the scene. Let's get in there and do your thing. Okay, so get in touch with the QPWC. All right, let's go. The Pro Am Rec Lights class, sponsored by Mark at WLE Designs. Dean Kruskos, all the way up from New South Wales to race. Fantastic to see him up there racing. And his dad came up as well to help him out. So he took out the wins there. Ben Mountford, 2nd. Dan Colbert, 3rd. Max Butley is 4th. So congratulations to everyone there. Pro stock class. Dean Kruskos, Brett Douglas 2nd. Ben Mountford 3rd. And Jamie 84th. So well done. I know Jamie snuck in a race there. I didn't even realise he was racing. I thought it was someone else, actually. I didn't realise it was him. But he did. He threw his hat in the ring for the first race. I've just seen a message pop up in my comments, and it's Dan Colbert having a go at Chris Kane. Chris Kane obviously trash talking on the QPWC page, but we've yet to see Chris at the races yet. So, mate, put your money where your mouth is, Chris, and show Dan what you're and everyone else what you're made of. Hopefully, see you in the third round. All right, so that's the stock class, stock enduro class. Mark White took the honours there. Kyle Brennan second, Anthony Worth third, Alana Moore fourth, Troy Cousins was fifth. Let's have a look at the open enduro class. Brett Douglas, Mark White, and Bailey Cunningham were first, second, and third. So there we go. That's an old one. I'll come out of that one. Yep. So that's that. That's that round up from round two. Now let me see if I can get this other thing that I've got as well. Let's see where we're at. I bet I've lost it. Looks like I've closed it, you idiot. Hold on, I'll get it. Oh, wait a minute, there it is. Right. Hold the bus. There we go. Alright, there we go. Got it now. Okay, so here we go. There's overall standing after 2 rounds. Not much in it. Jai Hunter in the beginners class, sponsored by Onyx Shower Screens. That's Mike and Belle Anderson. So thanks for the support there, guys. Jai Hunter's leading the series at the moment. Anthony Worth second, Troy Cousins third, Zayed Ali's fourth. Again, there's not really a great deal between those 4. Yeah, fourth and first maybe, but if Jai comes off, it opens up the door for everyone else. So you never know what might happen. Kim Davis is 5th. He missed round 2, unfortunately. Speedy recovery, Kim. I know you've just had some surgery, so hopefully we see you back up at some point. Max Buckley's 6th, and sorry, give me 2 seconds. Dave Vernal just sent me a message. Alright, just a quick question. Can everybody hear me okay? Is the audio okay for you guys? Or is it a bit low? Because I've got my mic up full volume. If someone can confirm that the audio is okay, people must be able to hear me. So, Dave, I think it's maybe a problem at your end. It's got to cross over the Tasman. So, not too sure what's happened there, mate. Anyway, so Ryan's 7th, Kyle Brennan is 8th. Let's go to the ladies. Sponsored by Sherry Bell Psychology. We have Janine Jackman first, Alana Moore second, Angelique Sheedy third, Mel is 4th. But that could change yet. Who knows? Who knows what might happen? Loud and translatable. Thank you, guys. Chris. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Dan, Chris is on, so you can start trash talking him here now. I saw the comments about. I take it Chris was saying something about trying to wind everybody up via Scotland. No, not quite, Dave. More ladies, though. More ladies. That's what we want. More ladies. More other. There's some classes are not even full. We don't even have any riders in them. So there you go. Pro-Am Rec Lights, Ben Mountford's leading, Dan Colbert, Max Buckley's 3rd, Dean Kruskos is 4th. We've got Brett Douglas, who in the Pro Expert Stock runabout. Brett Douglas is leading that. Ben Mountford, Dane Kruskos, and Jamie Adey are following up. Let's go Bailey Cunningham. Unfortunately, Bailey's the only one in the open class at the moment. And until somebody else wants to read subtitles. Chris. Yeah, Bailey's the only one in the Pro Expert. Again, it's sponsored by the guys at Onyx Shower Screens, so he's obviously leading it. They only had one race, which was the round 1. Maybe there'll be some people might come out and challenge Bailey in round 3. Fingers crossed. So let's go stock enduro class. Mark White is leading that. Anthony Worth's not far behind. Kim Davies, Kyle Brennan's 4th, Lana Moore 5th, and Troy Cousins is 6th. And the enduro open class, Brett Douglas, Mark White, Billy Cunningham. Alright, and then we've got the stand-up crew, the Pro-Am Lights. Matt Donnelly is leading there. They've only had that one round. They were away competing elsewhere at the weekend, so there was no light skis, Pro-Am light skis on this weekend. But hopefully they're back for round 3 and they can finish what they started to find out who's going to win the Winter Series itself, the 3-round Winter Series. So Matt Donnelly's winning it at the moment. Jack Verskeulen is second, and he's close second. Taylor Porter's not far behind as well. Max Moran is in there as well. And Jesse Shirazi, who I believe is having the first time stand-up and seems to be doing pretty well. So good on him. He's in 5th place at the moment, so that's pretty much, that's it. See, there's the other ones that we've got. No amateur class at the moment. Pro stock class, we don't have anybody. And naturally aspirated enduro, not even anybody in for that. So there you go. That's that. And that's what we've got. Okay. So that's what's happening at the moment, and we've got everything to play for. As far as, or everything to race for, as far as the Winter Series, the 3-round Winter Series is concerned. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. 3 rounds to go. Sorry, 3rd round coming, I mean. Well, there are 3 events left. Round 3, Chris Martin, Cameron Martin even. Cameron Martin Memorial Enduro event, and then obviously the state titles. So plenty of racing still left. Still an opportunity for people to get into it. Please, if you have any questions, direct them to the QPWC page. You can direct them to me if you want as well, and I'll do what I can to answer it. If I can't answer it for you, I'll get Jamie. I'll get the response from Jamie and knows in the know, so that we can help you out and get you sorted out. So until round 3 is open at the moment. Cameron Martin's open at the moment for entries, and the state titles will be opening shortly. So that'll probably be up the end of the week. So yeah, that's it. So that's us for this week. I'm going to leave you with an unedited video. It's about 4 and a bit minutes. I put a little bit of music to it, a couple of logos on it. I haven't had the time to really sit down and do any proper edits. It is the aerial footage or the drone footage of some of the Rec Lite. I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be the Moto 2, but I'm not entirely sure. The guys that are watching this, like Dan, they might be able to tell you. They might be able to indicate what it is, what race that is, because they were obviously in it. I think it's Moto 2, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. Next week I've got something a little bit different. I've got the guys from Fish Ski Australia coming on for a chat and a catch up. Yeah, so things are a little bit different. Things have changed a little bit there, and I'm going to get them on and we'll have a talk about it. And yeah, a little bit different from what we normally do, but we'll still do the roundups. We'll still do the rec and the race stuff as well. So, and I'll keep pushing all the entries and promos for all the different events that are coming up. Guys, until next week, stay safe, ride hard, look after each other as well, but most of all, have fun. Okay, take care.
What do you know? What do you know?